What if I told you that every time you get angry, you are making a choice? That this fire inside you isn't a force of nature, but a voluntary surrender? And that 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor discovered a simple mental switch to turn it all off. Pause. The Stoics called it proeresis, the power of your choice. And today, you're getting it back. You clicked on this video because you're tired of it. You're tired of that lingering shame after an outburst. You're tired of your pulse racing over a rude comment or a trivial inconvenience. You feel like the world makes you angry, and you're fighting a battle against an enemy you can't even see. But what if the enemy isn't the traffic jam, or your boss, or your partner? What if the enemy is a fundamental error in your perception? The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, Seneca, the brilliant playwright and advisor, and Epictetus, a former slave, they all faced more provocation in a single day than most of us do in a year. And they built a philosophy not just to survive it, but to thrive within it. This is your field manual. We are going to walk through 3 specific, battle-tested Stoic techniques to dismantle anger at its source. Stay until the end, because the 3rd technique is the most counterintuitive and the most liberating. It will completely reframe how you see every single conflict in your life. Let's be honest. Anger doesn't feel good. In the moment, it might feel powerful, righteous even. But it's a poison that you mix for yourself, hoping the other person will drink it. It damages your health, clouds your judgment, and pushes away the people you love. The modern world tells you to let it out, to scream into a pillow or punch a bag. But the Stoics knew a deeper truth. That doesn't put out the fire. It just gives it more oxygen. You're practicing the very thing you want to avoid. The real need isn't to express anger. The real need is to understand it, to see it for the illusion it is, and to choose a better, more powerful response. Your peace of mind is your most valuable asset. It's time to stop letting the outside world steal it from you. Our first technique comes from Epictetus, who said, "It's not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them." Let that sink in. The car that cuts you off is just an event, a neutral fact. The anger doesn't come from the event itself. It comes from the story you instantly tell yourself. How dare he? He thinks he's better than me. He's a terrible person. That story is the judgment. And that judgment is the match that lights the fuse. So the Stoic practice is to insert a single powerful question between the event and your reaction. What is this in the grand scheme of things? Or as Marcus Aurelius loved to remind himself, view from above. Imagine Marcus Aurelius leading the Roman legions on the harsh German frontier. He's dealing with treason, betrayal, disease, and constant threat. In his private journal, Meditations, which was never meant to be published, he writes to himself how quickly all things disappear, the bodies of those who lived, their lives remembered, their legends absorbed. He's doing the cosmic view. He's pulling the camera back. Is this annoying senator, this bad news, really that important in the vast, infinite stretch of time and space? Is it worth the corruption of my inner citadel? Your colleague takes credit for your work. The event? He presented my idea. The default judgment? He's stealing from me. This is unfair. I need to expose him. Arrow, anger. Now, apply the cosmic view. Okay, this happened. In the grand scheme of my life, my career, my health, is this a catastrophe? Or is it a temporary setback? It's unpleasant, yes, but is it worth sacrificing my peace and dignity over? This isn't about being passive. It's about choosing your response from a place of power, not panic. You can still address the situation, but you do it with the calm clarity of a general, not the frantic rage of a soldier. Punchy one-liner for shorts. The event is neutral. Your story is the fuel. Change the story, and you disarm the anger. The second technique sounds almost pessimistic, but it is the ultimate shield against life's surprises. The Romans called it premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Seneca explains it beautifully. The person who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. So you see the anger. It often springs from a violated expectation. You expected the traffic to be clear. You expected your friend to be on time. You expected the world to be fair and pleasant. When reality smashes that fragile expectation, you explode. Premeditation malorum is about mentally rehearsing those frustrations before they happen. You are vaccinating your mind against disappointment. Before any important meeting or public event, Seneca would spend time visualizing everything that could go wrong. The crowd might be hostile, his voice might crack, he might be interrupted. By imagining these scenarios calmly in advance, he robbed them of their shocking power. When he walked into the room, he was prepared for anything. Nothing could throw him off balance because he had already faced it in his mind. You have a big presentation tomorrow. Instead of just hoping it goes well, spend 5 minutes premeditating. What if the projector fails? Okay, I have my notes printed. I can speak without slides. What if someone asks a question I can't answer? That's fine. I'll say, that's an excellent question. I don't have the data on hand, but I will find out and get back to you. What if I'm running late? I'll set 2 alarms and leave 30 minutes earlier than necessary. By doing this, you are not being negative. You are being prepared. When a challenge arises, you don't get angry. You simply activate a plan you already have. You become anti-fragile. Punchy one-liner for shorts. Don't hope for a perfect day. Prepare for a realistic one. Your anger will have nothing to grab onto. And now the ultimate Stoic technique, the one that transforms poison into medicine. This is the climax of Stoic practice. It's called amor fati, the love of fate. This isn't just accepting what happens, it's loving it. It's seeing every obstacle, every provocation, every moment of frustration as fuel for your growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." And the Stoics believed that the universe is a rational, interconnected whole. Therefore, everything that happens to you, everything, is an opportunity to practice virtue, even and especially the things that make you angry. Imagine the philosopher Epictetus. He was born a slave. His master, a cruel man, once twisted his leg for amusement. Epictetus, remaining calm, said, "You will break my leg." The master twisted harder, and the bone snapped. And Epictetus, with profound tranquility, simply said, "I told you so." He later reflected on this trauma not with hatred, but as the very event that set him on the path to philosophy. He didn't just endure his fate, he used it, he embraced it. His broken leg became the foundation of an unbreakable mind. You get stuck in a terrible traffic jam. Your default self screams, "I hate this! This is ruining my day!" The amor fati practitioner takes a deep breath and says, "Good." This is an opportunity to practice patience. This is a chance to listen to that audiobook I never have time for. This unexpected pause is forcing me to slow down, to just be. Someone is rude to you at work. Instead of retaliating, you think, "Good. This is my training ground for empathy. Maybe they're having a worse day than I am. This is a test of my character. Can I respond with kindness when it's hardest? This person is showing me a part of myself I still need to work on. This is the ultimate reframe. The world is no longer your opponent, it's your personal gymnasium. And every single thing that happens is a piece of equipment designed to make you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Punchy one-liner for shorts. Don't just accept what happens, love it. It's the fuel for the person you're becoming. So, let's bring it all together. You now have a 3-part Stoic shield against anger. First, use the cosmic view. Separate the neutral event from the judgmental story you tell yourself. Ask, what is this in the grand scheme of my life? Second, practice premeditation malorum. Armor your mind by anticipating life's inevitable frustrations. Take away their power to shock you.